Hi, hello everyone. So we are going to start the Anyone Python episode 4. So in this episode, we are going to run the first Karel program with the PyCharm. So last episode, we have installed the Python, and also we learned about what is the Karel, and also we learned the command that operate the Karel. So and also we install the PyCharm as an IDE. So IDE is a software that make us easy to code and easy to program. So we are ready to combine everything into the project. That is the first Karel program with the PyCharm. Okay, so before we start the announcement, so this lecture is recorded. So those who cannot attend the live episode, so you are able to watch the video and also the file that I'm sharing during the lecture will be also provided as the PDF format. So you can find the slide PDF format and also you can find the lecture video. So you can practice by yourself even though you don't attend the live class. Okay, so before we start, I'd like to change the screen into our well-known okay. So this is our whiteboard. So in this whiteboard, I'm going to explain what we learned during the Karel episode. So So what is a Karel? So Karel is a robot. It's a programming robot. So this programming robot, we can control using the command. Specifically, we are going to use a Python program. So using the Python program, we are going to control this robot. Then eventually, we learn how to use the Python programming. So this robot, Karel, is living inside this is called the world. So this world has a four direction for your remind. One is the east, west, the south, and the north. So Karel can move only one direction. That direction is to this way. As a default, it's moving to the east. Then the Karel living in the world. This world is like this one. So it's a grid style. So you can imagine the downtown, the New York, like the Manhattan. So it has the street. So this is a street and this is a street. And also we have the avenue, like this column. So this position is 0, 0, which means it's the first, the avenue, first column, and the row, first street, like this. So 0, 1 and 0, 2. So we can make the Karel move one by one. So this time the Karel can move. So this is the move. And then if you move, so Karel is moving the direction where the Karel is facing. So in this case, moving to here. Then what if we want to change the direction? So Karel can change the direction using left turn. So there's only left underscore turn. So left turn means it's 90-degree counterclockwise. So it's rotated. Okay. So you can take the turn using the left turn. Okay, then what if we make the Karel turn right? So there is no left turn, so we need to 3 times of left turn. Left turn, left turn. What about the turn around 180 degree? Yes, so we can do the 2 times of left turn. So that is the Carol's command. So we learned the 1, 2. There's another thing. So Carol has a kind of a toy, which is called the beeper. So beeper is a diamond shape, so blue thing. So this is called the beeper. So Carol can put beeper. So if Carol want to put beeper, the position where the Carol is, Carol can use a put underscore beeper. So Carol put a beeper. Then what if Carol want to take the beeper? So at the time, Carol can use the pick beeper. So there are 4 commands only. It's very simple. So to control the Carol, there are only 4 commands. So one is the move, and another one is the left turn, and third one is the put beeper, and the last one is the pick beeper. So please keep in mind, using this 4 command, we can do a lot of things. We are going to learn how to do the Python programming, and also we can learn the computer in general. And also we can solve the problem, very fun problem using the Carol command later. Okay, today we are going to start to run the first Carol program using the PyCharm that we installed. One more time. So what is the PyCharm? So PyCharm is, so one more time, what is this? So every time whenever I draw this rectangular, so this is called the computer. So we have computer. Then we have what? The user, like the you and me. So we want to use the computer. Then how can we use? So we need programming languages. So we are going to decide to use Python program language. Actually, Python, when we are saying the Python is interpreter. So interpreter means it's a translator. So we are going to use the Python language. So that is a very, very high level language. High level language means it's close to English. So however, computer cannot understand such the English style language. Instead, computer can understand only machine language. Sometimes it's called low-level language. So machine language or low-level language. So how can we reduce the gap? So we can use at the time the interpreter. So Python interpreter translated. Okay. So we are pretty much ready. When we install such a Python interpreter, then we can compile, interpret, translate to the machine languages. Then eventually we can use the computer research. However, sometimes it's not easy to type. So think about when you write your essay. So you are going to use the Microsoft Word, or sometimes you use PowerPoint, a very nice tool for your editing. Similarly, so when you are doing such a programming, so we need something tool. So at the time we need IDE. So IDE is a software. It's a computer software to help the writer code for user. So after you write the code, then using Python interpreter, you can translate into the machine language. So for this IDE, how many of them? Yes, there are many, many different types of IDEs, so software. So it's kind of a preference, okay? So for example, think about when you are using internet. So what kind of web browser you are using? You may use the Google Chrome. You may use the Microsoft Edge. So if you are old, if you can use the Microsoft Explorer or the Safari, we have the Firefox. There are many different web browser. It depends on your preference. So you can use this one, you can use the other one. Same thing. When you are doing programming, so you can select your own IDE. It's your preference. In this, Anyone Python episode, so we are going to use it's called the PyCharm. So PyCharm is not, this is not Python, okay? When you install the PyCharm only, there's no Python, okay? You need to install the Python and PyCharm separately. Then from PyCharm, you are going to select the Python interpreter. So last episode, we installed the PyCharm first, then we set up the Python interpreter. So if we are done, if you are not complete, if you do not complete this one, please watch the last episode, then complete the installation of PyCharm, then going to the setting and select your system interpreter. Then finally, you can set up the Python interpreter on the computer. Then we are ready to use. So let's back to the desktop. Okay, so this is our working the desktop. So what we're gonna do is start the PyCharm. Before we start the PyCharm, I already created several source code. So please download this file first. So let me show you this one. So file is here. So you can copy and paste from your PDF file. Then or you can going to the chat box. So I'm going to copy. So copy the link, and I'm going to copy the link on chat box again. Okay, so this is the link. So I already create the link for the file for our exercise. So you can start the browser. Okay, then paste, then enter. Okay, so you can see the Anyone Python zip file, and please download. Okay, then you can show in Finder, then move to this one. Okay, then what we want to do is we are going to copy and paste to the Anyone Python folder. So as I suggest you, please create the Anyone Python folder on your desktop. Okay, then you can move this file to the Anyone Python folder. Okay, so now I already have, so I'm going to replace this one. So you can have the Anyone Python for the zip file over here. So Anyone Python zip file, the SMU.zip file. Okay, so next step is, so we are going to unzip this file. So if you are using the MacBook, you can just double click, then it will be unzipped. So if we are using the Windows, let me show the Windows case. So this is our Windows. Okay, then if you download and copy the Anyone Python zip file, it's like this. So you can right click and you can unzip, extract all. So there is a menu, extract all. So you can extract all. So extract. Okay, then you can close this one and back to Anyone Python folder. So you can see the folder, Anyone Python SMU folder. This is the working folder. Okay, we are going to eventually create the PyCharm project later. So you can check the inside. But if you are using Windows, Windows actually create another folder. So you can click one more time, then you can see the file. Okay, so let me close this. Then we are going to start the PyCharm. Okay, so everything is ready. Please download the file. So please download the file. Okay. So please download the file from this link, and then you can copy and paste to the anyone Python folder. Then double click or unzip the file. Then you have this kind of folder, anyone Python SMU. Actually, this should be the SMU. So SMU folder. So then you can see the file that we are going to use in the season, anyone Python season. Okay, there are a lot. Okay, so it will be so far. So we didn't do a lot of programming, but from now on we are going to learn a lot of programming part. Okay, so if you are ready, then let's start. Let me close this and go back to this. I already explained what is a Karel. So if you do not remember, or if you didn't watch the last episode, please go back to the episode 2, 3, 4. Then you are understanding what is a Karel. Okay, then starting the PyCharm. So in my case, my PyCharm is started like this. So this is the welcome window for the PyCharm. So, but if you did the last episode, you may see the last project. However, if you are using Windows, Windows does not show the welcome to PyCharm. Instead, Windows does show, let me show this example. So if I double click the PyCharm, so if you do not see these windows, okay, if you do not see the welcome windows, please going to the setting. If you're going to the setting, so you will see the reopen the project on startup. So you can uncheck. So please remove this menu from the system setting. Then uncheck this. Then you will see this welcome windows. Let me start the PyCharm again. Then whether it start correctly or not. Yes, so this is a welcome window. So we are ready. Basically, the Windows and the Mac are the same, the window and interface from now on. So I'm going to use mostly the Mac interface. However, so if needed, I'm going to show the Windows also. Okay, so let me go back to mine. So if you already unzip the anyone Python zip file, okay, then we are going to start. So there are two options to start the PyCharm. So when you are using PyCharm, you always you should create a project. But last time I mentioned about the project in PyCharm. So project in PyCharm is the same as what? This one is the same as folder. Okay. So if you already create the folder, you can create the project. Vice versa, if you create the project in PyCharm, it creates a folder. So here, if I create the PyCharm project, but we already download anyone Python file and folder. So let's start to open. So why don't you click the open menu? Then it will ask, where is the folder? So at this time, we are going to go to the desktop, anyone Python. Then this is the folder that we extract, right? So anyone Python folder. So if you download the file different location, it's fine. You can select the folder where you download and extract. Okay, then select this folder, then open. Then PyCharm read that folder. If you cannot see the menu left hand side, you can click this part. So you can oops, my mistake. I'm going to share again. Okay, so if you cannot see this menu, this part, so you can check this. Okay, so you can click this, then you can go back to this menu. Okay, then the next thing is, if you cannot see anything, you can see the arrow. Arrow is pointing right hand side. So right hand side, you can just one click, then you will see the file. So this file is the same as the Anyone Python folder. This the file. Okay, exactly same thing. So if you update or write or delete the file, it will be the same thing happen over here. Okay, so as I said, the PyCharm is the software that makes you easy to use Python programming. So today we are going to use the first Python, the Karel program, which is called the First Karel.py. At this time, before we start, we can see the .py file. So what is a .py? This is called the file extension. So file extension can be used to recognize what kind of this file is. So if you can see the .py means this is Python file. So from now on, when you create the Python file, you can use .py extension, file extension. So in this case, we are going to use the first Karel.py. You can double click or click. Then the right hand side, you can see this. So this is the working space. Looks good. Then one more thing. So there are a couple of more folders. One is Karel. Another one is Word. We are not going to touch anything. So please do not change it right now. Later, when you get used, so you are familiar, when you are familiar with the Karel, at the time you can change and modify, customize this folder. But during this season, so if you are not familiar, if we are not sure, please do not change these two folders. Instead, you are going to work with this file. Okay, so please follow onto this one. Meanwhile, I'm going to show the example of the Windows. Those who are using the Windows. Windows is the same thing. So if you can see the Welcome PyCharm window, click Open. Then you can see the folder. So it's a desktop under Anyone Python. Here is the Anyone Python. So it's Anyone Python SMU. But there's another one. As I said, Windows. When you unzip the file on Windows, Windows create one more folder. So we are going to select the most inside. Yes, so this is the right one. So you can OK for this. OK for this, then it will start. And basically same as the Mac. So you can see if you click this one, if you do not see this menu, you can always click the left hand side project. Okay, then you will see this. Are you ready? So I'm going to wait one more minute for you guys are ready to start the first Karel program. Okay, then I'm going to click this one. This. So as you can see, the interface for the PyCharm between the Windows and Mac OS is not much different because they are the same program. However, you are using different operating system. So you need to download separately. You need to install the Mac version for Mac OS and Windows version for the Windows. Okay. So everybody ready? So let's start the first Karel program. Okay, without touching anything, the last time we learned how to run the Python. Do you remember that? For your reminder, so we can start the terminal. If you see the bottom over here, there is a terminal. So you can click the terminal. Okay, then. So if we are using Mac, so Mac user Python 3. So please type 3. Don't forget 3. The reason is that the Mac OS, Apple MacBook, the install as a default old version Python, Python 2. So if you just type Python, it will run Python 2, not Python 3. So like this one. So you can see the Python 2.7 is not the recommended and blah, blah, blah. So it's an old version. We are not going to use this. So instead, we are going to use the Python 3. So Python 3, then we are going to type the file name. So file name is here, the E04, E04 hyphen first Karel.py. Just run. Then what happened? Yeah, so we will see this one. This is the Karel program. So right now, it's not doing anything. Even though you click, it's not doing anything. Why? Because it's empty over here. So we are going to code in this program to make the Karel is moving or the finishing or complete the job. Okay, we are going to control the Karel by adding the command over here. Okay, so how can we stop this? You can close the windows. Okay, there is another option. There's another option to run the Python program on PyCharm. So instead of using the terminal, so why don't you go to select the PyCharm and run. So if you can see the menu. Oops, so it's not possible. So let me use this. So you can see run over here on the menu. Okay, so why don't you click the run and the green arrow. Green arrow is always run your program. So click it. Then, no, not this one. So let me. Okay, so then once again, the run and run. Oops, something wrong. So later I will show you. Okay, so this is not what I want. Yes, so here. So we are going to run the Karel program. Can run. So you can see the E04 First Karel. Then click here, run, because we are going to run the Python program. It may be possible there are several program. So we are going to select that. Then you will see that's exactly same, the Karel word. Okay, so one more time. So if you want to run the Karel without terminal, you can go to the run and run it. Or if you see the top green arrow, this is running. So you can see the Karel like this. Also, you can see the green arrow right-hand side on your bottom. So you can run on this way. So there are two options to run the program. First one is you can use the terminal. So terminal, you can type Python 3 and the programming name, your program name, or you can run using the green arrow button, or you can go to the run menu. What about the Windows? Windows is the same thing. So you can run the program using terminal. So on your terminal, you can type on Windows, you can type py or Python, either way is fine. Python or py. So you don't have to type the 3. So because you have only one Python, so Python then E04 First Karel.py, enter. Then you will see exactly same thing. Okay, looks good. Then what if I want here the run? So you can click the run, the command run menu and run. It will ask whether this is correct. Yes, we can run. Then it will pop up the Karel word. If you want, you can use the arrow that make the Karel run the program. Or if you want, you can use the run the Karel, then also same thing. Okay, so now you are able to run the program, Karel program. So then next, what is the next step? So next step, we are going to code. Okay, so before we start, there are several important things in the Python program. So let me change the screen share to this. Okay. So there are 3 parts of the Karel program. This is the same thing for any Python application. Any Python application, there are 3 parts. So one is import. And second is the main function. This one is called the main function. Later, I'm going to explain what is a function. Okay, maybe next episode, I'm going to explain regarding to the function. But just remember, this is the main function. As name implies, main function is the first function that will be executed. Then this is the driver, starting program code. So if the name is the main, whether there is a main, yes, then run the code. So this one is imported here. So there are 3 parts. So you don't have to touch this. You don't have to touch this during the anyone Python. Okay? You don't have to touch this, but later when you are doing your own Python program, you need to import. So what is an import? Import is when we are using Python. So Python, you can code everything. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A to Z, you can do everything, but not always. I want to use graph. I want to use the AI. I want to use statistics. At that time, do I have to code everything? So no, you don't have to. Instead, somebody already create which is called the package. So you can use the Python package. So Python package is, where is that? It's somewhere in internet. Then you can import the existing package, existing program. So if you want to use the other guys, the program, at that time you can import. For example, first Karel program is not ours. It's even not yours. It's someone in Stanford University. They developed the Karel program. So we are going to import such a Karel program. Okay. Then finally, we are going to use the main part for the programming. So main part for the program. So let's get back to our screen like this. Then yes. So what about this one? Why don't you take a look at the yours also? So there are 3 parts. One is import. So you can understand. One good news is most of computer program is very similar as English. So you guys can easily understand. So for example, here, so import asterisk means everything. From where? Karel dot Stanford Karel. So from this, in Python, everything is file or directory. So this is the directory somewhere. I'm going to explain later details, but you can just understand this is the Karel program. Then I'm going to import everything. Okay, so that is this one. Then second part is the main function. So we are going to add our code here, the main. This is what we want to use during the N1 Python, the season, the Karel program. So you are going to add the Python programming code in this area. Okay, the next thing is the if. You don't have to touch anything here, but simply it run the Karel program that is imported here. Then that program run the main program like this. So what we want to do is we are going to add the code over here. Okay. There are several more things so you need to understand before we start. The three quotation mark, and the between green color. This one is called a command. So command means it's not actually programming code. It's for your understanding. So this is the programming code. No, this is just a command explanation. So it explains. So for example, file first Karel.py. When you finish writing this code file, the first Karel should solve the problem like that. And also there's another. So you should write your code to make the Karel do its task in this function like this. This is an explanation. It's not code. So this is the command. So command is very useful to make you guys understand easily for readability. Okay, so you are pretty much ready. Okay, so then the first thing you need to do is you are going to delete this part, pass. Pass is it's a Python command, but it's a pass. So you can delete the pass. Then start writing your programming code. But there are several important rules when you are doing the Python programming. The first important thing is indentation. So indentation means the Python, your command should be linear. Linear means along this line. So your programming code always linear. This one is the full space bar. Okay, so full space, or sometimes it's one tab. One tab or full space, you should line up. So this one is called the code block. This one is called the programming code block. So code block. So code block means so they are in the same level of the command. So inside, so other program languages like if you heard about Java actually use the parentheses like this. Inside the parentheses, you can put the number of the Java code. So they are working together. But Python does not use parentheses. Can you see any of the parentheses? No. Instead, we are going to use the same indentation. So this indentation is very, very important in Python program. If you do not follow such an indentation, your code will be messed up. So first, why don't you put your code by aligning the full spaces, always the full spaces. This one is code block. One more thing. This code block will be followed by this. What is this? This one is called colon. So colon actually indicate there will be code block like this. So code block. Sometimes there is colon, but sometimes there is no colon here. What's the difference? If you have colon means there is a code block. So in the code block will be run for this command. If you do not have the code block, if you do not have colon here, so one line is a command. So for example, here we can see the example of the code, the colon. So colon means there is an indentation, code block. So this one will be run for this command like this. So two important things. One is the colon. So colon means you will have code block. So how can you make the code block? Same indentation. So how many? 4 spaces, the indentation. So that is the explained here. So one more time. So we have the code block here, code block. So code block will start with colon, okay? Then this code block will be aligned by the same indentation. So for this indentation, we are going to use the 4 spaces. And also there is a command. Here there is a different types of command. We can use the hashtag as a command. For hashtag is used for one line command. One line command. If you have the multiple line command, we can use a triple quotation mark before and after, like this. Okay, you can forget everything except this code block, colon. Colon indicate the starting code block, next line. And how can we make the code block? Second thing, indentation. Indentation is 4 spaces. This is very, very important for your Python programming. So keep in mind the 2 things, code block, colon, and indentation, 4 spaces. Okay, then we are pretty much ready to start the programming. So our first problem is this. Carol would like to move from here 1, 1 to 3, 1. So from here to here. So how can you make it move? Yes, we can use the move command. So first, we can use the move. Okay, then what will happen? So this, the Carol is move 1. Then make Carol pick up beeper. Pick up the beeper. So how can you make it? So we can the pick. Oops. Thing. The pick beeper. So this is not a good example because we need to. So I think that I'm going to delete and write down. Okay. So move, then pick beeper. Okay. Okay, then we are going to move again. So move. So this is what we want. So this is a before, left-hand side the before. Okay, so here, so Carol is here and move and pick beeper and move. So then the final is like this. Okay, let's start the program together. So to do that, we are going to back to the PyCharm. So here, So please delete the pass first. Pass is not needed in our program. Pass makes the pass everything. So then click here. So we are going to add the code. The first move. Okay. So move. At this time, please be careful. You should have 1, 2, 3, 4, the indentation. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 indentation. Or if you enter from the last line, it will make automatically the indentation. So then you can type the command like this. Okay, then the first move, and next the pick beeper. So we can pick beeper. Then the move one more time. So this is our code. Okay, this is our code. So how do I check whether this is correct or not? So we can run the program. So you can use the green button to run the program. So run it. Then you can see the Karel. Let me erase all the annotation. Okay, then you can run the program using run program, the click. So click this button, then click. Yeah, so Karel, as you can see, the moving here and pick beeper and move, then exactly follow our command. So you are all set for the first Karel program. Okay, so one more time. So erase this. So to make the Karel solve this problem, you can add your code inside the main, but be careful. So first you should have the colon. So later we will talk about this def main parentheses later. So this one is called the main function. So we will talk about what is the function and what is the main function later. So, but just right now to understand this main function has your code. So what kind of code? So to solve this problem, first move, then the pick beeper, and the move like this. Okay, then next we are going to run the program to check whether our code is correct or not. So you can use this one, or you can use this one, you can use this one, or you can use a run and the run and the run. Then it will pop up the Karel word. Then you can click the run program. Then it's correct. Okay. So last time I talked about the Karel cannot out of the word. So what if we can keep moving? So one more move. Let's try. So what will happen? So as you can see, if the command is not correct, like the move, so what happened? So you can see red underline. Red underline means something error. So you need to fix it. So here is a syntax error. So move. Then if everything is clear, then we can run the program. So run the program. So run the program. What happened? It's a Karel crashed because it tried to out of the word. So then it's an error, we need to fix it. So fixing error means we need to delete this. Okay, this is called debugging. So later we will learn why this one is called debugging later. Okay, so please run the first Karel program. I'm going to wait 1 more minute, then we will do one more the Karel problem. Somebody may be curious. So do I need to click this one? And can I use a terminal to run the Karel program? Yes, you can do that. So you can click the terminal and the Python 3 and E04 First Karel.py. Then it will run the same the program. Then you can run the program like this. Then the green finishing running. That means that you are successfully the run solve the problem. Okay. So everybody can follow. So next one. So one more thing. What if I delete this part? What happened? It is the same thing because what I delete is what? It's a comment. The comment does not affect anything for your program. It's a, let me run the program like this. Like this time I'm going to click this. Then see what's going on. Run the program. It's the same thing. So it doesn't affect your program. So comment is just for additional information. Okay, so very nice. So I think that you can follow me so far. Next problem is like this. It's a more advanced problem than from the problem one, but I think that you guys can solve this problem. Let me explain. So Karel start from the bottom left corner, then move, and pick beeper, and move, and turn left, and then move this position. Then turn right, but there's no turn right. You need to think about how to move to this way. Okay, and move, and here, the put beeper, and move, and stop here. Okay, one more time. So Karel is moving this way, this path, and pick up the beeper, and the put beeper, and the 5,1, 2 position. So like this. Then the stop at the end. So can you guys solve the problem? So start. So you can modify your first Karel.py, the Python program. Please try to solve the problem by yourself. Then eventually you will get used the Karel program. Then eventually you are able to do the Python programming. So this is literally your first Python programming. Okay. Don't forget one more time. So you need to follow 2 important rules. One is don't forget the colon at the end of the function name. So def something and the parenthesis colon. There's no colon here. That means it's the end of command. This command will be run. And but if you have the code block, so you should have the colon. You should have the colon here. Okay, then, in other words, if you can see the colon, you may expect the code block. That code block need same indentation. So for your indentation, we are going to use what? We are going to use 4 spaces or 1 tab. Okay, so this one is being used. Okay, so then finally we can do the programming. Let's continue. So we can do the up to here. So Karel move and pick beeper and the Karel move. So next one is what? Turn left. Yes, right. So turn left. One more tip is a pro tip. If we are using the PyCharm, PyCharm show a variable, the command like this. So you can just double click, then automatically fill the last of the letter for the command. This is one benefit of using ID. Personally, I don't use the chatting a lot. Instead, I'm typing. But if you want to speed up your writing the code, so you can use such a thing. Okay, turn left. So this moment, Carol is facing to north. Then we need to move. So right now, Carol is over here. We expect then turn right, but there is no turn right. How can we make the Carol turn right? How can? Yes, we can do 3 times of turn left because Carol has only the turn left. So instead of turn right, we can use turn left 3 times. Turn left. Turn left. By the way, why there's a red line? Yes, there's a problem. Spelling issue, T-U-R-N. Then this one will be gone. Yes. Let me clear something. So then we can continue to writing. So turn left 3 times. So Carol is facing to east. We need to move 1, 2 times. Okay. So move, and 1 more time move. Then here we need to put beeper, right? Put beeper. Okay, the next we are going to move 1 more time. Ooh. So what do you think? Can it be running correctly or not? You don't have to worry. Just run the program by clicking. Okay, then go back with you have the Carol program. Okay, then run the program and move. Then turn left, turn left, turn left. Yes, it's turn right and the put people. Yes, correct. Okay, so you solve the problem. So if you do not complete yet, why don't you try to complete right now? Okay. Meanwhile, I'd like to show the example of the Windows. Okay, let me start. So this is the Windows, the PyCharm. So we can start by deleting the path. Okay, then first move. And next, pick beeper. Yes, then move. Then the turn left. Very good. And then move. And turn left. 3 times, right? Turn left. And also turn left. That means 3 times turn left, turn right. Yes, the move. And 1 more time move. Then put beeper. So this time, double click. Yeah, so auto-filling is working. Then the move 1 more time. Okay, so can it be run? Let's try. Then pop up the window. Then you can run the program. Yes, so finally we complete the first Karel problem with the PyCharm. What if I'd like to run the program using terminal? Yes, you can do the terminal. So Python or Py is working on Windows. And the first Karel.py, enter. It will be the same thing and run the program. This is exactly the same thing that we learned just before. So finally, we are able to run the Karel program using PyCharm. So from next class, we will solve the more difficult and challenging problem by running with the running of the computer program language, specifically Python part. Okay, so thank you so much for your participation. If you do not attend the live class, please watch the video with the PDF file. Then please complete the first Karel using the PyCharm. Okay, then you are ready to run the rest of the Karel program with the Python. Okay, thanks so much for your attending, and stay safe. Thank you.